Uber a deaf company? Is
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, with the last video, something was wrong with it. I don't
really
know what exactly. I
operator error.
yes, operator error. Can't figure out what is going on with this thing. Sometime it posts. Hold on, I have to prop up this thing here. I'm propping it up. Hold on, there
There
we
you
go.
go.
Alright, so not sure exactly how these videos are posting.
We're still learning.
Yes, it's still a learning process, so I have to figure it out. So we're gonna make another video, but this one, as you already know, we are Uber drivers since last year. Now last year was a good year. Of course you have to put your time in, and you're your own boss, and you have to go
Yeah.
out there and make
Be
your money.
dedicated.
Yes, be dedicated and hustle and make your money. Well, personally, I did about, how much was it? 20,000?
Yeah.
An extra $20,000 on top of my regular job,
I don't
right?
remember what I made. Enough.
She made enough on her end. Not as much, but made enough. So, um, we haven't been doing much of Uber this year because, like I say, you have to be dedicated and busy to make an extra 20 grand. Of course, no, making money is never easy, right? So this year now we kind of slowed down. I had some car repairs that needed to be done. Yes, that's an expense for driving it so much. We know that we get that. That's part of business expense. Um, Also the amount of time you have to put into it.
So we moved.
Yes, we moved from where it was busy all the time, any time of the day or night, south to where it is not as busy, if busy at all. So instead of driving back to where it's busy all the time, we just kind of sit down and watch movies and hang around the house, kind of thing.
Hey man, I've been tired. I've been putting in a lot of work, so I've been tired.
Not making money. Need to go out there and do it again, even if it's just
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit, but we'll get there. So, let me just tell you a couple things, because I'm going to be talking both to riders and to drivers, I'm sure.
And please, if you're a writer,
Wait, where are you going?
pay attention.
Yes, if you're a rider, pay attention.
Don't freak,
Alright,
dude.
come, pull over, little boy. There. So, if you want to look up channels, which I haven't really expanded on my Uber YouTube channel, it is under SRQ Uber Driver. If you search for that, all right. But I'm gonna put Uber stuff into my personal YouTube here, so everything is kind of in one place.
Mm.
So, if you see our cars driving around town, since I can't figure out how to show you pictures on here
Oh,
while it's
oh, oh,
live,
oh. Yes, yes.
you know how to do that?
Hold on.
I don't know how to do that.
I gotta.
Uh, 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 mm, Learning curve.
Hold on.
So, if you see a black Dodge Avenger that says Big Daddy on the back, that's me. There's only one and only says Big Daddy on the stripe back on the striping. And this, if you see a gray one, same car, and it says Special K,
It's silver
silver.
with black.
That's her Uber car, right? So things have been going on with Uber. First, the CEO that caused all the problems Kalinick or whatever, him drop out, him quit, cause of all the bad publicity.
I've had things added, so
Oh, you can't see that?
can you see that?
Oh, yes. Okay, so that's hers,
But it looks different now.
right? So they get another guy in there called Dara Kalowski, or whatever his name is. From what I also follow UberMan, his YouTube channel, also the entrepreneur, also the rideshare guy, and Mr. Tunson, I forget, the rideshare professor. I follow their YouTube channels to always keep up to date with what Uber is doing. So I guess when those old heads had started, now they're not old, I'm just saying older folk, the OGs, okay? I hear the rates was up to, $2.60 or $2.50 a mile, and they were making good money. When I came in, I was making about $1. How much was it? Dollar 20 something a mile,
I don't remember.
right? And that was last year October. So currently the rate is 75 cents a mile and 19 cents a minute, I believe it is, here in Sarasota County. I'm in Florida, by the way, yes, if people don't know where Sarasota is. It's south of Tampa. All right, so, oh, big up to Mr. Tampa Uber driver. I see you on there too sometimes. All right, so, um, the rates are low, people. What we as drivers get paid, we get paid by the mile and by the minute. So currently 75 cents a mile and 19 cents a minute, added on to a flat fare which Uber had increased to $2.60 in Sarasota. So your minimum ride is like $5, in which case we would make about $2 out of that. The What is this? Oh, that's the Big Daddy ride she showed you. Yeah, the glare. See the glare?
Yeah, but I can't help that.
That's the best we can do for now. Alright, so when people think they're going to join Uber and make a whole heap of money, not anymore really. You're going to make money, but not as much as you used to.
Why?
Why?
Because Uber went crazy with wanting to hire people. Every time you turn around, there was a commercial, there was a radio ad,
Right.
something. Drive for Uber, drive for Uber, drive for Uber. And you know what that did? Put a lot of drivers on the road with not enough riders.
Yep, so it's kind of saturated in our area, and they are working for the low rate. Everybody trying to hustle and get that ride for the low rates that they're paying. So for the past 4 months, 4 months or so, people have been demanding a higher rate. And they thought, with 180 days of change I did last summer, that maybe they would have got a raise then, but it didn't happen. And they did bring in tipping into the application, which they took that off of Lyft.
Now, mind you, tipping in the app is taxable.
Tipping in the app is taxable
Tipping,
because it's part of your reported income.
but tipping not in the app
Tipping in cash to your driver
might be shady. as some people would put it.
They're not gonna report all of that, right? So that's the difference.
Downfall to everything.
But it was a positive step for them to include the tipping feature inside of the application when you're taking your ride.
Gave the excuses away for, oh, I don't have any money on me.
Right, because most people have plastic these days. It's all part of the ride transaction. You just add it at the end. Now, Mr. Dara the other day advertised that he's having a worldwide information release, global release information to the drivers that's going to improve our driving experience. And everybody said, rate increase, because they gave people in Pittsburgh an increase in their rates.
And let's not forget how many times Uber has raised
Yes.
for themselves.
Uber raised the rates for
Not for us.
themselves about 3 times already here in Sarasota, with the booking fee, the airport fee,
And they're quick to tell you, this is for Uber, not for you.
right. So everybody was like, all right, maybe you're gonna go and say, hey, we give you an extra amount in your payouts. So I heard it was a debacle.
Where's my phone?
I watched the entrepreneurs broadcast of the talk, but it was a debacle because the man go up on stage, go talk about we're listening, and we talk to people globally, Bangladesh, India, where Ghana, not China, man, all kind of place the man got to. Must have got France or wherever the hell. You somewhere in the UK and the US. Talk about they have 500 people that beta tested an application, and they're going to revamp the application because that's what we tell them we want. Who them listening to? Because we've been saying for months, years now, to increase the rate and pay me more money. Not revamp no application. It was working fine. It works. It's simple to use. It's fine. It does what it needs to do. End of story. So I don't know who the hell they're listening to. It is not me or you. And what driver gonna say, oh yes, give me a new app. Give me a new app. I don't care about the app. The app works fine. So the new things in the app is a copied thing from Lyft that shows you on your front screen how much money you made on the last trip, how much money you made for the day. All right, I can go to a section and find that.
It's always been there.
It's been there on the next page, right? Then the other thing they say is we no longer show surges in the water.
That was confusing people.
I
They thought
didn't
they were going to have to go get their boat or...
I didn't think I had to come out of the car, go catch a rowboat to go out in any of these Florida waters to go pick up a rider. So I don't care if the surge is 9 times out in the water. When I come to a beach, I'm stopping. It was not that confusing to me. It is called Uber for cars, not Uber boats. But they're going to stop showing you the surge in the water. Thanks for clearing that up. Because it really had me thinking. It really had me thinking. So the man talked for about 30 minutes. However long. The man don't say nothing about no rate increase. Then I hear that they're supposed to have a question and answer section at the end of the talk. Well, guess what? They didn't record it. So who gonna see it? So I also hear they turn off the comments and the like and dislikes and any kind of input from the watchers of the live show, because you know what would happen when he was talking and he's let's go and take a comment from one of our drivers. He would have read, hey, so when the rate increase, the boss, when you go pay me a little more money, and he would have to stop and say, oh, well, let me show you this app. Right. And then, he would get all the thumbs up and the thumbs down. And another one might come on the comment and say, hey, I hear the rates went down over time. Can I get my 20% that you used to take out in the first place? Because now you're taking out 80% and he gonna probably not read that comment too nice and stand up and say, let me answer that. Let me tell you about this app though. Yes. I want to tell you about that new app. Like that gonna pay my gas and insurance and the tires for my car and my oil changes. The app gonna do all of that for me now these days, I hear. So obviously that was not a very good conference thing or talk show. Oh, him say it was live, but you say you didn't. Hey, what him say?
We're learning how to do sound effects with this.
So him say it's a live broadcast, but you didn't record the Q&A section.
Come on.
That don't make no sense. Alright, so that's my input on the thing, and okay. Run me over with the train. Or run a train.
Sorry.
Oh, that's another conversation. So wasn't always an Uber driver, sorry.
We will not go there.
That's another video. So I was not too happy with the outcome of this talk, cause they said the app was going to come out on April 10th. Well, what date today?
The 12th?
The 12th. And when I go on the Play Store, it has not been updated since April 2nd. Where's my new app, Mr. Bossman, Mr. Dara? Eh? Where my new app? That this magical app supposed to come buy me some new tires for my car. Eh? And pay some gas put in the tank. Listen, people. Gas is $2.53 a gallon. I get 28 miles to the gallon. calculator. How much is that per mile?
Hold on. What'd we do now?
$2.53 divided by 28 is
I did it the wrong way. $2 and what?
53 cents.
Shut up, man. 11.06. 11.07.
That's 11 cents a mile. You sure
Well,
about that?
12.
12 cents? People, me and Matt are not friends. So will that work out to 12 cents a mile? Do it the other way, man. You do it backwards, I think. And it $2.53 divided by 28. You had it right the first time. Equal
No, I didn't have it right the
9.
first time. That says 9 cents.
Listen, all me know is that gas expensive, oil expensive, tires expensive. I just buy 4 brand new tires put on the car. I also had to buy 4 brand new rims because one of them bent. I had to pay to do oil change. I had to pay to have the engine almost rebuilt, not rebuilt, but the top of the engine rebuilt because of carrying the weight. I had to buy things to keep air freshener, clean the inside, seat covers, everything. All of that costs money. And is a lot more than 75 cents a mile and 19 cents a minute. Now let me ask you something. Mr. Dog, wait, what?
It's coins.
Pennies. Let me ask you something now. If it's my time, I am the boss and it's my time and you paying me 19 cents a minute to sit down there and wait for somebody to come out them house, then you gonna take money out of that, out of my time. You pay 19 cents, 19 cents. You're gonna still take money out of my time money.
That's not Uber waiting. That's us.
Uber
sitting
not
in a
waiting
car.
for nobody. I am waiting for somebody. Uber is not waiting for nobody. In my car. Now, you giving me X amount of dollars, X amount of cents per mile. Now, I understand if you need a cut off of it, that's fine. But when I started, it was 20% of the total ride that you got your cut. And I made my 80%. Now, these days, you taking between 40 and 60%, and I'm getting the lesser amount. And the gas going up. The gas going up for summer per gallon. And I have all the expenses and maintenance on my car, and it's a 2014 Dodge Avenger. She has a 2013 Dodge Avenger. So you don't have no expenses, Mr. Uber. We foot in the bill with the couple cents that you drop the rates to. And that's not right.
Well, we also need to put in, we can do this or not do this. We get that.
Yes.
You smart asses out there.
UberMan said to stop driving.
You're going, well, it's your choice to do that. Yeah, it is our choice to do that. But just like in a job, if you get paid a certain amount of money and you're putting in all your work that you're supposed to do, and then your boss says, hey, I'm going to, cut your pay a little bit, because of our, business expenses. You try to take it, because there's a lot of people out there taking pay cuts.
How many of you would still stay with your job if your boss come tell you, say, listen,
3
I'm
pay
going
cuts.
to cut your paycheck this week because I need to go put up a billboard.
Yeah.
And next week can come back, next paycheck can come back and say, hey, I need to clean the building, so I'm gonna cut your paycheck again this week.
Yeah, you're gonna help me pay for that.
How many are you going to sit down there and continue to work, do the same level of work, customer service work, right? How the same level of customer service, the same amount of work, the same quality of work. How many of you will continue to do that after he cut your paycheck
On a normal job.
2, 3, 4 times, 5 times
Would you not say something?
consistently?
I think that's where boycotts, pickets,
None of you would stay at
strikes.
your job, right? None of you. And yes, you can say, well, don't drive then. Correct. UberMan said that, stop driving. Entrepreneur said, stop driving.
But that's not fair.
But it's not, that's only going to be a temporary thing. And if, like they say, everybody does not stop driving. If everybody did, then Uber would get the point. I agree. That would send them a message to increase what they pay to drivers. But some of the drivers refuse to
Because now
stop
they're
driving.
because now they're out there making more money because some of us slacked off or quit.
Right. They see the surge come up because not as many of us intelligent drivers on the road, I guess. So they see the surge and they run and they go make the little few dollars more than what they would have normally made if we were all out on the road, right? I get that too. Everybody have their own bills to pay. I can't tell them, what to do and what not to do. So you have those people. They're gonna still go out there, gonna run the roads and make the money while we sit down refusing to drive. So it don't really help nobody. I don't know what we're gonna do. Yes, it is good. It is good little side hustle money. You always have money in your pocket. It pay for your gas. It pay a bill here or there. At the end of the day,
Helped us finance our vacation.
right?
You know.
If you have your vacation plans, easily finance that without having to dip into your regular money.
Unexpected bills, you just hop out there.
Right.
That's the way it used to be. We could go out there and make some quick cash.
Right. Quick cash right away, right
Want to
in your
go
pocket.
out? Hey, a couple hours on the road. There's some
But
going out money.
but right now, $2. I spent $30 at the gas pump yesterday, and my gas tank's still not full. I probably need to put another $8 to $9 more worth of gas in it to make it totally full. So call it $40 to fill up a gas tank. To go and run around and make 75 cents a mile or 19 cents a minute. 10, no man. No. Mr. Uber, Mr. Dara Uberman.
Okay.
You need to
He's too
increase
busy
the
to
rate.
listen to people like us. We're the common people.
Yes, we the common folk. You make $200 million a year salary
Off of.
off of people like us out there busting our ass. Okay? We the regular people make about $25,000 to $30,000 a year. So I bet if they pay you $30,000 a year, all that extra money could go and pay drivers better and have happier drivers out on the road, right? Have happier drivers. Or I bet if you made $30,000 a year like the rest of us, I bet you wouldn't make half the decisions that you sit down there making for everybody in this company that's involved. I bet you wouldn't choose some of the choices that you made or making. I bet you wouldn't choose it. And I said the same thing about government too, because it's the same thing.
Every choice that's made, whether it's government or corporate, it's
Mm-hmm.
not made for us. It's made for y'all
Right,
to
for
make
your
more
pocket.
money.
For your
And that's
pocket.
why you're rich, And that's why you drive the fancy cars and have the fancy houses and everything, because people like us. That's in any job. That's not just Uber. But, Uber really, really has taken advantage of their drivers, the people that created Uber. Yeah, y'all created it, but we made it what it
You
was.
created an app. Your drivers made your company what it is, and you're shitting on them
Yeah,
by
you got
paying
some.
them pennies to fatten your pocket,
And it's just not right anymore. I'm just
right?
so sick of everybody making a dime off of people like us. It's I'm
Uh,
sick of it.
well, can't change economy and can't change business models, but you the bigger company, be a company that treat the people who got you to where you are.
Be the first company to do
Be
it.
the
I
first
mean,
company to
shit.
compensate the people who got you there. How
Do you
about
know
that?
how much you're getting such shitty publicity doing the crap that you're doing? Can you
Yes.
imagine the kind of publicity you would get if you actually were out there for us drivers instead of your own freaking pocket? Think of
Hmm.
the publicity you would get instead of us sitting here bitching
We'll be
and
out
on
on the road.
YouTube hoping millions of people watch this and understand. Think of the publicity that you could
Hmm.
get if we could turn this around and say how great Uber is.
Right.
Uber was great,
It
and
was
then you
great.
shitted on us, and
Hmm.
now you suck.
They got greedy, and now look at where everybody is.
Same as Walmart.
Yeah, man. Same
Sam
thing.
Walton died, and look at what happened to Walmart. Greed, greed, greed.
Yep.
American made my ass.
So at some point you have to ask yourself, when is it enough? When
It's
is enough
never.
enough? When do you say, hey, I have enough money and let me start helping the little man down at the bottom that helped me to get to where I'm at? Let me pull him up too,
Oh, and
right?
Lyft. This is for you people too. You
Lyft is no
copycat
better.
little shits.
Yes, whatever Uber does, Lyft will do.
Come
Whatever Lyft
on.
does, Uber will do. Hey,
Don't
both
you
of
pay
you,
people?
the both of you should just merge and make one company because the apps are the same, the money is the same, the
Except
pay
Lyft
is the
is a pain in
same.
the ass to use.
Yeah, that we don't really just merge the two companies. Then you will have plenty money and then pay your drivers properly. That's my message.
Not gonna happen.
Probably not, but now I'm out on the internet, and like I said, those are the guys that I listen to and follow. UberMan, entrepreneur, ride professor.
Much respect.
Yes, those guys out there putting out the word all the time. Mr. Uber Tampa. Who else? What was the other one? All them top guys. Maybe we should go, since we have little sense in our heads.
Create our own app.
No, no, no. App is not the answer. Maybe they should hire us to go and run their corporate and make some corporate decisions.
For the people.
Listen, 30 days. I don't need to make $200 million a year. I don't even need to make 50 million a year.
Hey, we're making it on what? So.
All right? So listen, even if it's 30 days to go inside of Uber corporate and you drop me a little piece of money, right? Since you like spend a lot, give me 10 grand. Not much for you, right? And have all of us sit down and hash out the driver's issues. And I'm not talking about no revamp app. The app is fine the way it was. That is not the problem, Uber. You're not listening. But have us sit around a table and hash out the real issues that drivers have, which is the pay and stuff like that, right?
Juvenile writers,
These
underage.
riders, we're gonna make another video about riders. Riders, you're disrespectful. Most of you, 80 to 90% of you are disrespectful. You
Yeah.
don't even own a car and you're slamming people's door, putting your back into it like you don't know how you were born in a barn. right? We tell you not to eat in our 2014 car. You don't even have a car, and you want to drop food and spill drinks and do
Coffee.
all manners of
Coffee.
foolishness in the back of the car,
Coffee stains.
right? You comment on how clean the car is when you get
Oh,
in,
this is the
but you
nicest
knock off,
Uber.
right? It's the nicest Uber I ever took, but you knock off your foot with the sand and the dirt on the mat and get out and leave it for the next person to come in. If we don't stop and clean that before you go pick up the next ride,
And sometimes we do not have
then
that
we get a
time.
mark because the car was dirty, right? We get 3 stars because the car was dirty because you left it dirty.
Or we get a mark because we take the time to clean it out,
And
and
now
our
we're
next
late.
rider is pissed off
Right?
because, oh, I haven't seen you move.
Haven't
Are you
seen me move in
coming?
5 minutes because I have to clean up your sand that you just complimented me on my nice clean car. I have to stop and knock out the sand or knock out the dirt or clean up the mess that you made in my back seat. Right? And you got out at your destination and put your back into it and nearly. I'm just waiting one day for my window to shatter when you all shut my doors.
Ooh, I'll be out the car and quicker than lightning.
I don't know who tell you have to slam a car door like that. But you don't even own a car,
Really?
right? You
This
don't
isn't-
even own a car.
It's not a 70s where, it's a solid door and you really got to close it. No. Disrespect. And
That-
how you people talk to us sometimes.
Yes. Then
Okay.
you talk to us like we are running some rickshaw. We some bum on the corner that just happen to have steal a car and come get you. Like this isn't my ride. Like I'm a bum. You're talking to me all disrespectful. Like, where the hell are you? And why the hell am I not here yet? And this, that, and listen. We don't like that as drivers. If you disrespect me in my own car when you don't even have one, I'm doing you a favor to take you from point A to point B. And I'm gladly doing it with a smile on my face. There is no reason to disrespect me while you're on the way. And for them that sit down in the back and you're too good to talk to the driver.
Oh, yeah, on the
You're
phone.
too good to talk to the driver. You're just on your phone, steady
Or
texting,
earphones in both your ears.
right?
Really?
No interaction, no social class,
We're not
or
taxis.
social, what you call it? No social skills, no manners.
You want that? Get a taxi.
Go take a taxi.
We're sociable. That's
Alright.
what Uber's about. Sociable.
You don't get in there and be disrespectful like that to somebody that's helping you out, gladly helping you out, right? I show up on time. My car is clean. My car don't make no funny noise.
It
It's a
smells
brand
good.
new car. It smells nice, and
Good music. Good
music,
tunes,
everything.
Anything you want.
and I'm taking you to where you want to go.
In a timely, safe manner.
Have the common decency to at least interact for the 5 minutes that you are in my car.
And you little druggies out there.
Oh, the little druggies. Oh,
Okay.
like we want to do drug runs for you.
We don't do drug runs. Okay?
Yes.
When we find out,
Call the
one,
taxi man.
you get put out. I don't give a shit where you are or who you are. You're going to get put out.
Or you are the little young parents that want to pile 3, 4, 5 kids that should be in car seats
Car seats.
into my ride. Like you can't count. It's 4 in a Uber X. 4 people.
And you have
4,
to
not
have
6,
car
not 5.
seats.
You're not gonna hold one on your lap. And if you don't have a car seat for your little picnic them,
Child.
don't use Uber. It is by law to have a child seat. You gonna pay the ticket when I get it? I gonna tell them, oh, they said I was gonna pay the ticket. I don't need it. Give it to them. You gonna pay the ticket? No, they're gonna ticket the driver. All right,
It goes
and that
against
is
my record.
right. Is on my license. So no, when I tell you no, I'm not taking you without no car seat.
Don't
Don't
you
cop an attitude.
dare get on that app.
Don't get an attitude and give me one
Give me a
star
1 star.
and tell Uber foolishness that I
Or
refuse to
lie.
take you for a
Right.
ride. No, no, no. You're disrespectful. Disrespectful. To be making 75 cents a mile and 19 cents a minute I sit on in your driveway or wherever I'm picking you up. 19 cents a minute to put up with your foolishness.
Do you realize how many DUIs that we stop by driving?
Yes, every weekend we save a lot of DUI tickets here.
That's not only
do
DUIs, that's accidents and possible death.
Right.
Because these fools don't know how to stay out of a vehicle from behind the wheel.
When they're drinking.
So, we don't mind picking up the occasional alcoholic.
Yeah,
Don't
those are
puke
good.
in my freaking car.
Yeah, don't puke.
That's going to be $150. I don't give a shit.
Don't be puking in my ride. So anyway, back to the original resolution to the problem. I say you take us top people. I have a 4.92 rating with Uber. And I've been there a year. October will be 2 years. And I've driven over, that's like 1,600 rides right now. And
I have like half of that because I don't do it as much as he does.
Right, but you need to, for 30 days Uber, hire us, give us a month worth of wage right there, what you say.
All of us at one time.
One time. And I bet we fix the problems, and I bet we have happier drivers at the end of 30 days.
And probably save you money.
Probably. You probably make more money than what you're making right now.
You're
Trust
only
me.
as good as the management that you are run under.
Right. But for 200,000 a year income to go up on stage and talk foolishness about you listening to people and giving them new apps, it's preposterous, it's ridiculous,
It's insulting.
and very insulting to our intelligence. And we're not stupid out here on the road. Like I said, we weren't always Uber drivers. So don't insult me like that, my intelligence like
We
that.
both have
Okay?
upstanding jobs.
We're not stupid people out here. That was retarded. UberMan, add on to my video. I don't know how to link to yet, I don't figure it out. Entrepreneur, I'm going to... Y'all need to help me with my YouTube channel. Need to help me expand this. I want to link you all. I don't know how to do it yet. I want y'all to help me. Uberman, when you come to see the alligators in Everglades City, you let me know. If you're close by, I'll come hang out with you.
Would love that. Would love that.
We'll come meet you.
Much respect.
So,
You got us
Let me know.
actually where we are today. Actually,
yes, you help a lot with the Uberman. But, hustler.
you're a smart man.
Alright. So, a little later, we're gone with this one.
2 and 2.